Right, the missus is out, so I'm going to try and do a pedal demo, which I've never done before, and so it's going to be shit. But basically, I'll be using this, the 1993 Les Paul Gibson thingy, what's it? Passive. For an active bass, I'm going to use me 1980 something Vigier Arpege. For the noises, I'm going to use this little thing, the Selmer Treble Bass 50 1964, and a cab that I'm still working on. It's basically a Fender Frontman, which I'm turning into a Bassman with some fuckery. Here's my micro pedal board. I'm going to run a loop through it so I don't just keep having to fart around. And this is the pedal in question, because the others, you just know about them. I bought the chorus. That's a Julia chorus clone. It's pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's the Tron 3 from Redrocket Music. No affiliation. I just found it on eBay. Oh, and I've changed the knobs, because that's what I do. I fuck about with knobs. I've done that to the bass as well. Look at that. Well, that's right. And that one as well. I'm an idiot. But that's just OCD. Right. Gonna make a loop, and let's get to it. Okay, so yeah, here we go. It's this pedal, right? It's great, but I'm still learning what any of this shit does, because it's not exactly obvious. And if you're a person that likes a pedal that says this button does that and this button does this, then fucking forget this pedal, because the switches do different things depending on where the other switches are. Peak seems to do different things depending on where the other switches are, what combination of switching it is, and the depth, which we're going to call a fucking depth charge. If you switch the drive in when you've got the depth up, be prepared to yeah, just fucking run for cover. Anyway, I've put a crappy loop on the passive bass through my crud station, which sounds a bit like that without any quack on it. And then let's just I'm just going to dick around with this and see what happens. So we've got mode is up, range is up, drive is up, and peak and depth are kind of at mid. Mode in the middle, which could be something. And then mode down, which I think is a down sweep. So that could be an up sweep, could be bi-filter, could be down sweep. Let's go up sweep again. Then we got range, which does weird things. Takes a lot. I think it's a bottom cut for the range. I must admit I haven't played with the Neutron, but that's what that seems to do. And when you're in range, you can give it more depth. To give it more gain. Be careful. A little bit of distortion there, which is nice, I think. I mean, my amp's a bit farty as well. Anyway, let's get back to range the other way up. And then we've got drive, which also allows you to put a bit more depth in. And we're getting more into Neutron territory there, I think. nothing really. So there are things about this that are, so this combination, not so hot, unless you want fucking tiniest space in the world, because even with the depth full up, drive up, when you want to buy this, whether this is in the middle here, it's not really doing much. But so it's a bit of a beast, and it's a little bit untamed and a little bit unrefined, but I like that. It takes a good while to work out what on earth is going on, but it's capable of some particularly funky noises, I think. I don't think there's any question about that. I guess the Mutron, because it's got the selector switches, you can probably leave a whole bunch of stuff alone and then just switch up your sound as you want it to be. Whereas this, you pretty much going to find a sound that you like, or some combinations that you like, and then you're going to have to dial them in each time, which might be a downside, but I think because of its sort of unruly nature, I like it. I like things that are a bit out of control. It's this thing, the depth charge is bazonkers, man. So maybe I'll stick to the active basing, but I think because I'm going through the looper, it might not make any changes. If it doesn't, then I won't do another thing. Hope this is of use to somebody somewhere. Goodbye. Okay, so cue the bad slapping. Fuck, man. It's so fucking weird. What the fuck? Well, I mean, I don't know, man. It's great. It's, again, finicky. Excuse the band playing and the fucking farty amp. But I still really like it. I've had quite a lot of envelope filters, and they've always been a little bit staid. I've never used a Tron. I can't afford one. I'd have to sell my house. The Behringer one, I've just got a thing about Behringer equipment. I'm sure it's great, but I don't think it is. And I don't know, it's just going to be some generic safe line. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be lovely. And for the money, if that's what they're really selling them for, then, Bob's your uncle. And if they sound even a quarter as interesting as the Tron, then yeah. But for me, I think, you know, this is 80 odd quid well spent. It's going to take quite a while to get used to. And one thing I would say is that because you play the pedal, putting a loop through it might not be the best demonstration. You know, you kind of, it is quite expressive, so you can dick around with how the pedal responds by, you know, you responding to the pedal. So this might not be the best demonstration of kind of its sonic capabilities. Anyway, I close this video out by just saying, deal with it.